Hey guys, what is going on? Gamer James here. Thank you for clicking play and welcome to Game Affair TV. And believe it or not, I finally caught up with the rest of the world. And we are in FM 17. We're in the beta as I record this. It's the day before, it's November the 3rd. The full game comes out tomorrow on Friday, November the 4th. So what I've done is I have added my manager, I've added me in as manager of Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. That is who we're going with our first save. I am also going to be doing a non-league one as well, but more on that in a different video, or I'm not sure whether I'll blog that one or... Anyway, this is the main one for YouTube. We are with Bayer Leverkusen. Reason I chose them, I currently live in Bracknell in Berkshire, twinned with Leverkusen. So Leverkusen have become the Bundesliga team that I follow closer than any other. So we do have a 5-season challenge is what I've set out here. If we go into the club history, you will see, if we go into competitions, that they haven't won anything for quite some time. Runners-up in 2002 of the Champions League. You may remember that final. It was the one at Hampden against Real Madrid, the one with the ridiculous Zidane volley. That was that game. It wasn't a good season actually because they finished runners up in the Bundesliga and lost in the final of the German Cup, the DFB Pokal as well. So wasn't a brilliant season. The last time they actually won anything was in 1993 when they did win the German Cup, and that is the last time they won a trophy. So the main aim of this save, as I said, it's initially a 5-season save, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But in 5 seasons, what I want to do is I want to deliver a trophy. The first one in what will it be, 20? Well, over 20 years. It's 23 at the moment. But you may notice on there, they've never ever won the Bundesliga. So that is the real aim. If I can win a DFB Pokal, maybe a Europa League along the way, depending on how the European campaigns go, then that would be fantastic. Just to deliver a trophy would be brilliant. The ideal aim would be to topple Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund and win at least one Bundesliga title. Now that is going to be really tough, obviously, but they're a really fun team to watch most of the time. There's never a dull moment. I watch a lot of their games, and one week they could win 4-0 and the next week they could lose 4-0. As I record this, it's the day after they won at Wembley against Tottenham in the Champions League. A week before that, they got knocked out of the German Cup by 3rd Division Sportfreunde Lotte. So you can just see there a week between the two games and how things change. So first things we'll do is we'll have a look at the squad. I have picked. There's a lot of players unavailable that have been away at the World Cup. So there's a lot of players unavailable. There's a lot of players out on loan, but this is the whole of the first team squad. They made a lot of good signings in the summer in Kevin Folland. He's going to be potentially a key player. He can play in a number of positions. As you can see, he's left-footed, but he actually prefers to play out on the right as an inside forward or a Raumdeuter, so or up front as I would probably use him as a trequartista. Ideally, I'd like to play him in the number 10 role there, but we'll see what happens. But he's a fantastic signing. He hasn't settled in real life at the minute. He's still struggling, so we'll be hoping to bring him through. Javier Hernandez, obviously going into his 2nd season at the club now. He's already being trailed by clubs. Bayern, Man City, Tottenham all want him. He's valued at 24 million. It's going to take a massive offer for me to even consider selling this guy, because he is just goals. That is what he does. Who else have we got that's worth bringing out? Jonathan Tah. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with him. A lot of you will have signed him in recent versions of the game. Still only 20, German international. Just look at those stats for, ball playing defender. It's he's going to be another one of those. It's going to be tough to keep in coming seasons. I think I'll get through the first season and without any trouble. But after that, I think the offers are going to come in. Julian Brandt, again, a bit of a wonder kid in the game. Absolutely fantastic player. Right-footed, can play on either wing. very, very comfortably. He's quick. He's got good fitness. The stamina could do with going up a little bit, and the strength, but he's, again, he's only 20, valued at a lot. He'll be another one that'll go for big money, probably at some point in this save. Tin Yedvai's excellent. Bernd Leno, you all know about as a great goalkeeper. Charles Aranguiz, Hakan Çalhanoğlu. It's just a fabulous squad. Vendel here as well, Brazilian left back, 22 years of age, lightning quick. He's going to be a phenomenal left back in this game. He's just such a good player. And Danny Da Costa, he's one that interests me a lot as well. He came back to the club in the summer. He left. You can see he left Leverkusen all the way back in 2012 and went to Ingolstadt, and they've bought him back for, it says here, £425,000, and it seems like an absolute steal, because he's gone away to Ingolstadt and he has, you look at his stats here, he's going to be probably my first choice apart from that hair. Look at that hair, wow, that is some hair, son. He's going to be my first choice right back pretty quickly, I'm sure. Lars Bender, again, you all know about. Benjamin Henriks, Benny Henriks, as he's called in the Bay Arena. Normally he is really a midfielder, but he started playing Roger Schmidt in real life. The Leverkusen manager started playing him at right back towards the end of last season through because of injuries, and he was so good there. And it seems to be that's his position now, and he can play in midfield, and he probably will play a lot of games in midfield, but because he can play right back as well, fantastic player to have in the squad. Omer Toprak, not the most popular in real life at the minute, because he made no secret in the summer of the fact that he wanted to go to Borussia Dortmund. They ended up going and signing a few other players, including Marc Bartra from Barcelona, so the offer never came in for Toprak. So he's almost burnt bridges with the fans, but I still like him, and he'll be a brilliant player in this save. Karim Bellarabi, Kevin Campbell, there's just quality everywhere in this squad. There's good young players, Vladimir Yachenko. I mean, you can see as I'm going through these players, the common theme is they're all really young. Joel Pohan Palo, I'll get my teeth around that. He is very good as well. He had a brilliant start to the season, scored 4 goals in his first 2 appearances this season, but he's kind of fallen out of favour again now that Chicharito is back fit. But again, looking at these stats, fantastic potential. 21 years of age, possibly will be one that I'll sell if a decent offer comes in, just to boost the coffers. But yeah, as you can see, it's an absolutely fantastic squad. Shouldn't really need to add anything to it, I don't think. The one place I might look to address is possibly centre back, because in their wisdom on transfer deadline day, they sent Kyriakos Papadopoulos out on loan to, I think he went to Leipzig, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Don't know why. He was his third choice behind Toprak and Jonathan Tah, and they did sign Alexander Dragovic, who's brilliant as well. Looking at that, he's going to be great. And Andre Ramalho as well, they let go out on loan to Mainz. Again, a fabulous player, but if it keeps them playing and keeps them fit and improves them, I suppose it's a pretty good move. But that might be one area I might look to strengthen at some point. I'll have a look through the youth team and see if there's anyone there. You can see there's a lot of players out on loan. So yeah, anyway, I mentioned the finances, so let's have a quick look. Currently got a balance of 41.2 million, which is decent. Transfer budget's only at just under 3.5. Obviously, in real life, the game has taken into account the signings they've made already, so that it's eaten into the transfer budget. Healthy wage budget, well under it. Next season we'll be pushing up just over what we're currently spending, but it's all right. It's not to worry at the minute. We're doing okay. Don't really think there's going to be an awful lot to worry about in terms of finances with this club. If we go to we play at the Bay Arena. Where am I looking for? Sorry, I'm looking see if the capacity of the ground is there. The facilities, it might be there, mightn't it? There we go, 30,200. So it's not the biggest stadium, but it's healthy. It'll tick us over nicely. We've got phenomenal youth facilities and training facilities. The junior coaching's average at the minute, so that will be something that I will definitely look to go and sort out, because I want to base this save largely on youth development. I love bringing young players through. It's the lifeblood of the game for me, so that will be one thing we'll look at. The under-19s are here. I've not had a massive chance to look through these yet. I know from real life there's a couple of good young players here. Daniel Nessela, Joel Abu Hanna as well. So the chances are I'll be able to bolster the... Yeah, he looks good as well. Chances are I'll be able to bolster my defence from the youth team. Some very, very good players there. Was it Queckenstedt? I think he looks quite decent as well. But he's probably one that I might look to get out on loan. So yeah, that's that. I suppose the last thing to do really will be to have a look at the fixtures. This is 8th of July 2016. This is the first day of pre-season, first day of the save. We have a game against Hajduk from Croatia tomorrow in game. Now it's saying there 9 players unavailable, because of course that's all the players that have been at the World Cup. Sorry, not the World Cup, the Euros, the European Championships. We've then got a couple of games here, and that 26 players ineligible. Okay, why would he be ineligible for a friendly? I don't get that at all. I'll have to keep an eye on that, and for that one as well. But then we come back just to 2, and Kiesling out injured. Yeah, those 2 friendlies then against Wacker Innsbruck and Neumarkt, they may well get cancelled because 26 players ineligible. I don't understand that. I'll have to have another look at that later. Yeah, as you can see as well, it's a big start to the season. We start at home to Dortmund before going to Hoffenheim, and then we'll be into the Champions League group stages. Big games to look out for are ones against Red Bull Leipzig. That's away first on the 15th of October, which is my wife's birthday, and then straight after that, we've after a group stage Champions League game, we've got Bayern, our first meeting with Bayern Munich. So it's going to be, there are no easy games, it has to be said. In the Bundesliga, anything can happen. It doesn't matter who you're playing, where they are in the league. Anyone can beat anyone, unless of course you're Bayern Munich. It's just going to be fantastic. I've not done a Bundesliga save for a long time, and I think the last time I did do one, it was as Bayern. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Transfers, again, there's no movement there because I've not done anything as yet. We've got all these players out on loan. Only the top 2 are really in my reckoning at the minute. Marlon Freil's pretty decent as well, but he's probably a fair way away from the first team at the minute. So I think, I'll just have a quick look at the tactics. If you did see any of the FM16 Estudiantes challenge, this tactic will look very familiar. Unfortunately, I didn't finish that series on YouTube because I just had a backlog of videos to do, and with the game coming out now, I just want to play the new game. So I haven't deleted the save, I haven't uninstalled FM16, it's still there. If I get bogged down with 17, I will go back. The big news from the Estudiantes save is that we won the league. We won the Argentine Premier Division with 1 game to spare. We won it. We won it by beating our city rivals Gimnasia away 2-0. Absolutely delighted. It means we qualified for the Copa Libertadores for the first time. So while we didn't meet the objective of winning the Copa Libertadores, it's still there. It's still in the background. It may be one that I'll continue off camera, and so if I do, just keep an eye out on Twitter for any updates on that, and of course I'll do quick updates during this save as well. So we do have a few tactics here. I've got 3. You may remember I had a counter-attacking version of this formation as well, where both midfielders were holding midfielders, and it was long ball and counter-attacking and get it out wide and get the crosses in. I've gone a little bit different this time. I've brought in this 4-4-2 diamond that we had again. Again, we brought that in and used it once or twice with Estudiantes to some degree of success. But I've also gone for, because we've got a lot of good players at the club, I want a lot of different formations. At the moment, we've got a lot of wide players, but they're all going to, the Bellarabi and Brandt, they're going to bring in interest pretty quickly, and it's going to be tough to keep hold of them, let's be honest. So there may come a point where I need to play a little bit of a different formation. At the moment, probably won't play this one too often, this 4-3-1-2, because I'm not massively blessed with strikers. Kiesling and Hernandez would probably be an excellent partnership in this formation, with maybe Kevin Folland playing in this role here. But that one, I've not fully tweaked the tactics. As you can see, there's no instructions on it yet either. I just set it up. So I haven't worked out the midfield roles or the defend roles. I just did the front three at the minute. But that'll be maybe if we come up, possibly if we come up against Dortmund, on the first day of the season, if they're playing a wide formation, I might try and counter it and go with something like that. But this will generally be the default formation, the go-to formation. And I think it'll bring us some good success in the Bundesliga, to be honest. I really do. I'm really looking forward to this save. As I say, this has been recorded still on a beta. You can tell there it says report bug. It will be, hopefully, there will be a gameplay video shortly of that Dortmund game. I will try and get one in for that. But thank you very much for watching this preview, guys. Click a like on there for me. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. That would be great. Then you'll never miss a video, especially if you turn those little notifications on. And yeah, great. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And I cannot wait to get this save going. Cheers, guys. See you soon.